What's up, YouTube? I hope each and every one of you guys are having an awesome day. I know I am. Today I'm on my second video, so I'm grinding these videos out for you guys. But today we're reviewing the 2022 Volvo XC60 B6 all-wheel drive R-Design. Huge thank you to Heasley over at Beyer Volvo Cars of Dulles, Virginia for allowing me to do this review for you guys today. If you guys are interested in this particular XC60 or any Volvo product, I'll be sure to have Jamer's information on screen as well as in the description box down below. But with that said, let's get into the video. First, let's talk about the exterior and performance. And like I said, this is a 2022 Volvo XC60 B6 all-wheel drive R-Design. I know that is a mouthful, but this particular one is painted in Silver Dawn, which is a metallic paint, which will run you $695. But let's start over here at our headlights, because we do have LED headlights, LED daytime running lights, active high beams, as well as active bending lights. So those active bending lights, if you guys are going around a turn and it is at night, those lights will turn with the steering wheel. So depending on which way you have the steering wheel pointed, if you have it pointed to the right, the lights will follow to the right. Moving to the bottom of the front bumper, that is where you will find your LED fog lights. But like I mentioned, this is an R-Design, so this is the sporty version of the XC60. So let's talk about that front grille, because that is the R-Design front grille. And what you get with the R-Design front grille is the high gloss black mesh front grille, as well as you also get those lower outer grills that are in black. This thing looks absolutely fantastic, matched to this paint color. In my personal opinion, I think this would look sweet in any color, but this particular color just looks money. But let's go back over here to our front grille, because that is where you will find the Volvo emblem. Just below the Volvo emblem, that is where you will find your forward-facing camera, and integrated very nicely and very hard to see in the front bumper, you will find your forward-facing sensors. You got one over there, one right here, and one over there as well, for a total of 6 forward-facing sensors at the front of the XC60. But if you guys do want that forward-facing camera, that forward-facing camera is a part of the $2,050 advanced package. I'll get into what else comes with the advanced package as we move along in this video, but for right now, just know that forward-facing camera does come with the $2,050 advanced package. But let's talk about these beautiful wheels, because not only does the front end look super sporty, but these wheels add to the sportiness of this R-Design. So if you guys do like these wheels are a $1,000 option, and they are 21-inch 5 double spoke black diamond cut wheels wrapped around in Pirelli Scorpion Zero all season tires, and they are a 255/40. So if you guys were wondering about the width and section of the tire, there you go. Continuing on down, you do have black mirror caps that do come with the R-Design, as well as the black window trim. Talking about the mirrors again though, you do have integrated LED turn signals, as well as integrated cameras at the bottom of the mirrors if you guys do get that advanced package. And you also do have blind spot monitoring in the upper left hand corner of the driver's side mirror and the upper right hand corner of the passenger side mirror. I think the R-Design is the way to go if you guys do get an XC60, but that's just my personal opinion. I'm a big fan of the way that the R-Design looks. If you guys don't really care about the black window trim and the nice black R-Design grille and these nice wheels, then you can skip the R-Design. But if you guys do care and you guys want the vehicle to look just a little bit more premium, a little bit more sporty, get the R-Design, believe me. Talking about these wheels and tires, these tires are the same width and section as the front tires, so this is a square stance vehicle. But like I said, let's talk about the rear end here real quick. You do have LED taillights, LED turn signals, and LED reverse lights. You also do have a reverse camera right under this second to last letter on the Volvo emblem. You guys will find it right there. You also do have reverse sensors. The observant viewer may be able to note that you do not have exhaust tips, and that is because Volvo is trying to do away with CO2 emissions vehicles. So they're no longer promoting CO2 emissions vehicles, and that's why they did away with the rear exhaust tips. Because this is an R-Design, you also do have a much sportier rear valance than you would on just a regular B6 XC60. So you also do get this like lower outer grille type of thing on the driver's side as well as on the passenger side, and you have a nice black trim piece that goes across the bottom of the rear bumper. This vehicle also does come optioned with the power lift gate. So if you guys do want the power lift gate, that will run you $200. Popping open that power lift gate, let's make use of that $200. And let's take a look at the trunk space. You got a good amount of trunk space in here. I would say you could probably fit maybe 4 to 6 good sized suitcases. I know that's a very broad size comparison or whatever, but I think you could fit a good amount of stuff back here. This vehicle also does have the 12-volt outlet here in the cargo area. That also comes with the $2,050 advance package. And this also does have the $330 luggage cover, as well as the protection package. I'll list what the protection package has right here on screen, but let's close that power lift gate. Boom, the power lift gate closes, and let's do a walk around of the XC60 R-Design, because it is a very sporty and just a very good looking vehicle in my opinion. But before we continue on down, you do have a capless filler neck right behind that panel. But let's continue on with our 360-degree walk around. Like I said, things look super sporty, and I would definitely get the R-Design, like I mentioned now for the second time, if you guys care about the way that the vehicle looks. But with all that said, let's move into performance. Popping open that hood, like I said earlier on in the video, this is a B6 XC60, so you do have the 2-liter turbo and electrically driven supercharged 4-cylinder with a 48-volt hybrid system and a 13 horsepower starter generator system that makes it difficult to feel the automatic stop-start system going on and off. But let's talk about that motor again, because this motor does make 295 horsepower and 310 pound-feet of torque. It's mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission for a 0 to 60 time in 6.6 seconds. This is an XC60 B6 all-wheel drive. So with all-wheel drive options, you can achieve 21 miles per gallon in the city, 27 miles per gallon on the highway, for 24 miles per gallon combined. But if you guys are enjoying the video so far today, please give this video a big thumbs up. Please hit that subscribe button. I'm really gunning for 50,000 subscribers by the end of 2022, and I know that's a very ambitious goal, but if I keep up on my end of the deal of 4 uploads per week, I really do think that that goal is very attainable. But I need your guys' help, so if you guys would, please give this video a big thumbs up, leave a comment in the comment section down below. All those likes and all those comments really look good in the YouTube algorithm, and YouTube will push my channel more the more likes and the more comments in the comment section down below. So if you guys would, give this video a like, leave a comment, and hit that subscribe button. But with all that said, let's move into the interior. All right, guys, moving into the interior. It is 2022 after all, so you do have keyless access. All you got to do is have your key fob in your pocket, put your hand behind the door handle, and the vehicle will unlock. If you guys do want to lock the vehicle, all you got to do is find this little square on the door handle and run your finger across it, then the vehicle will lock. But let's unlock the vehicle. Put your hand behind here. The vehicle will open up to reveal a nice black door panel. As you guys can see, this does have the Harman Kardon premium sound system, 2 memory seat adjustment settings, unlock and lock button right next to your aluminum door handle. Moving down to here, you have a very nicely padded armrest with some accented colored stitching, automatic up and down windows at all 4 corners. This button right here will lock not only the passenger windows but also the passenger doors. Here are your mirror controls, and talking about the bottom of the door panel, you guys have a good amount of storage space down here. You guys will be able to fit a smart water bottle in this part of the door pocket down there. Again, Harman Kardon sound system, aluminum Volvo door sill right down here. I'm not sure if the camera's gonna pick it up super well because it is a GoPro, but you do have power adjustable front seats. Take a look at these seats. These are the R-Design Nappa leather front sport seats with open grid textile. That's what this is, the open grid textile. This is the Nappa leather. This Nappa leather is super soft, and the open grid texture really just gives, you know, the seat a very sporty look, and these seats are also very comfortable. You get some accented colored stitching and some accent colored piping on the left and right side of the sport seats. But step into the interior, close the door here real quick so we get better audio quality, and let's straighten out the wheel. Starting over here, you have this little knob. So if you go up and down, this will adjust the brightness of the screen as well as the backlit buttons. This button obviously will open up your trunk. You get some pretty cool trim pieces right here with some aluminum trim just below that. It's like a textured aluminum type of trim piece. Looks super, super good. You get some accented colored stitching up here. But let's talk about this 12.3-inch digital driver display. You do have 2 display modes. So if you guys want to go between your 2 different display modes. Right now we are in Navi. So your 2 display modes are Calm and Navi. We are in Navi for navigation. Push this button right here and it goes into Calm. So basically it doesn't display anything in the center of the screen. So, you know, that's up to personal preference, which one you like better. Here is your speedometer, digital speedometer readout. Just below your digital speedometer readout, that lets you know what the speed limit is. So you got a speed limit sign. This lets us know that our headlights are on. SOS, ambient exterior temperature, fuel range down here, RPM gauge over here, auto stop start is off. That's what the A is with the cross. This lets us know we are in park. So you got park, reverse, neutral, drive, and manual. This lets us know what our battery is looking like. Here are your adaptive cruise settings over here. Let's listen to the horn. Take a listen to the turn signal. Let's talk about that turn signal stalk here real quick, because that is where you will find your headlight controls. Right now we are in headlights automatic. Go down one, that is headlights always on. Go down one more, that is daytime running lights. Go down one more and that is headlights off, but let's leave it in auto. You go up like that, that is automatic high beams on, and that lets us know automatic high beams is on right there. You get the A with like the high beam logo type thing. So flip it one more, automatic high beams are off. You can also pull back, high beams are on, and that leaves high beams on. Here are your fog light buttons. So fog lights are on, fog lights are off. Let's get back to our steering wheel. Napa leather wrapped steering wheel, black trim piece right below your horn. Over here you will find some arrows, so you can also turn up the volume. You can also turn down the volume. You can go in between different songs, but if you click on this button right here, that will bring you to where you can find your odometer. So this vehicle does have 20 miles on it, and then you have your trip information on the left and right hand side of that. If you guys want to exit out of that, all you gotta do is push on that button and it exits out. This is to speak to the vehicle if you so desire. Get your windshield wiper controls on this stalk. Moving just to the right of the windshield wiper stalk, you will find your 9-inch Google infotainment screen that now offers Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, whereas before it did not, but now it does. So it's just an update that you got to do, and you will have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and it will display throughout the entire screen, which is really cool. Harman Kardon speaker right up top here. But let's go back into our screen. This screen does take a little bit of getting used to, I will not lie. So you might be a little bit intimidated by it at first, but the more that you get to use it, the kind of more, you know, it's just like anything. The more that you use it, the more that you get used to it, and the better that you become. But for new people, it is a little difficult, and just something that you might want to be aware of. But as time goes on, it gets easier to use and stuff like that. Just go into here, you get your Bluetooth media, radio, phone, Google Assistant, car status, owner's manual, Google Maps, blah, blah, blah. If I click on where it says low, that will bring me into my climate control. So I got my front defroster here, rear defroster here, AC is on, recirculation is on. Like I said, this does have the $2,050 advanced pack, so that does come with the advanced air cleaner, and it lets us know what the air quality is right there. You guys can see if you guys want it on your face, on your mid body, or on your feet, you can adjust it there. Here's your fan speeds. You know, you guys know what climate control looks like. You guys see these 2 seats right here. If I click on that, that is how I turn my heated seats on for both the front passengers. See this little camera looking thing? That will bring up our 360-degree view camera. You can turn your parking sensors on or off, and you can also turn your rear auto brake on or off. Or if you want to see what's to the left of your vehicle, all you gotta do is click on that, and that is what is on the left-hand side of your vehicle. Click 360, and there is your 360-degree view. Moving down to here, you guys will notice my phone is resting right here, and that is because we do have a wireless charging pad right here, 12-volt power outlet right here, a good spot to set your phone. You can also close that if you so desire, but let's keep that open because, you know, why not? You also, with the R-Design, do get an R-Design shift knob. You get R-Design pedals down here. That looks super, super sporty. I love the aluminum with the rubber grips. I think it looks absolutely fantastic. And you also do get a sport tailored steering wheel as well with the R-Design. Just below your infotainment screen, that is where you'll find your hazards. This is your your front defroster, rear defroster to go back on a track, to go forward on a track. This is your volume knob right here. You also have a play or pause button by the push of that. On other Volvos, sometimes you can push this button and the glove box will drop open. However, this is just a manual glove box. Pop it open, and yeah, you have a decent amount of storage space over there. This door panel is the exact same as this door panel on the driver's side, but there are a few safety features that I did want to read out, and I will put that on screen right now so you guys can read along with me if you so desire. This vehicle does come with blind spot information system, with steer assist and cross traffic alert with auto brake. You also get collision avoidance featuring low and high speed collision mitigation that detects vehicles, pedestrians, cyclists, and large animals. You also get driver alert control, run off-road protection and run off-road mitigation, lane departure warning, and lane keeping aid, oncoming mitigation by braking, front, side, and curtain airbags with driver side knee airbags, whiplash protection systems, also known as whips, in the front seats. You also get connected safety with slippery road and hazard light alert, rear park assist camera plus front and rear park assist, so those are your forward and rear facing sensors. You also get power child locks as well as rear door child locks and automatic braking after a collision. A few luxury and convenience features that I do want to read out to you guys right now is that you do get this laminated panoramic moonroof with power shade, and you guys can read through the rest of those luxury and convenience features. I just wanted to kind of read through some of those safety features because this is a Volvo after all. But while we do have the window sticker on screen right now, let's talk about the MSRP of this particular vehicle. The MSRP of this particular vehicle is $61,170, which is right on par with its competitors. And you do get a lot for your money. I think this thing looks absolutely fantastic. I think the power is actually pretty good, but we'll talk about the power when we get into the driving portion of the review. However, let's talk about the other features remaining in these front two seats. So let's pull down our visor right here, and you do have a light along with your vanity mirror so you guys can, you know, see yourselves or see me or see the camera. Whatever you guys want to look at, you guys can look at. Here is your frameless rear view mirror, and just below your frameless rear view mirror you find your universal garage door opener with 3 different bays that you can open. Here are your passenger and driver lights, so they're basically like a touch screen, so all you got to do is touch it and it will come on, touch this one and it will come on, touch it again and it will go off. If you guys want all your dome lights to turn on, you push on that button and all your interior dome lights turn on. Push that button again, all the interior dome lights turn off. Like I said, this does have the panoramic moonroof, so slide your finger lightly across here and the power window shade will go back. If you guys want your panoramic moonroof to open, apply a little bit more pressure and do the same exact thing, and the panoramic moonroof will pop open. But let's close that here real quick. So basically do the same thing, apply a little bit more pressure and slide forward. If you guys just want the sunroof to kind of pop open like that, push right here and it will pop open. Boom, pops open just like that. If you guys want it to close, push it again in the exact same spot and it will close. You also do have a handle right here on the driver's side as well as a handle on the passenger side. Same visor for the passenger as well. Let's move back down to here. We talked about the shift knob, so if you guys want to go into reverse, push forward twice. Now we are into reverse. You guys want to go into drive, pull back on it twice. Now we are in drive. Push P to go into park. We're pushing P. You got your 2 cup holders. So I have 2 cups. I got my coffee cup, I have my water bottle back there, and they both fit nicely right in these 2 cup holders. If you guys want to start or stop the engine, twist this to the right and the vehicle turns off. If you guys want it to fire back up, all you got to do is have your foot on the brake key fob in the interior and twist this to the right and it will fire right back up. As you guys can see, RPMs are at just about 1,000 or just below 1,000. Electronic parking brake. This is auto hold, so if you guys are in traffic and you're tired of having your foot on the brake, you can put your foot on the brake, push this right here, and the vehicle will be held in place. If you guys want to release it, push your foot on the gas, the vehicle will go again. If you guys come to another stop, just push your brake pedal a little bit more and it will hold you in place again. If you want it to not do that anymore, you just push it again and it will stop holding you in place at a stop. Popping this open, you will find 2 USB-C ports. So you got one up top here and one below here. No USB-A ports to be found in the interior of this XC60. Center console is leather wrapped with some accented colored stitching. But let's move into those rear seats and talk about what's going on in those rear seats here for a second. So moving into the rear seats, same exact door panel pretty much as you would find at the front, except you get some open grid textured material right here. Nice padded armrest, aluminum door handle, lock button, automatic up and down windows in the back, except your door pocket at the bottom of the door panel is a lot smaller than it is at the front. Let's take a look at these seats. These seats, same exact materials used in the same exact spots, except the bolstering on these rear seats is not as aggressive as it is in the front. But let's take a seat and let's see how comfortable these are. They're pretty comfortable, I gotta admit. They are pretty dang comfortable. However, they're not as comfortable as the front seats, but they're still very, very comfortable, and the bolstering is very, very good. You have an OSHI handle right here. Here is your passenger light. All you gotta do is tap on it and the light will come on, push it again and the light will go off. HVAC vent right there. Just behind your driver's seat, you will find your seat back pocket. However, just keep in mind that it is mesh, so you can stick your finger, or, you know, just be careful of what you put back here, because if you have small stuff, it will fall out. Quad zone climate control, as you guys read on the window sticker. Push this and I can control the different temperatures back here. So I can have a temperature on this side and this person can have a temperature on that side, and you do only have one fan adjustment right there. 2 HVAC vents just below all of that. Popping this open, you have 2 more USB-C ports down here, one right here, one right here. I don't think the GoPro is going to pick it up because the GoPro kind of stinks in low light, but pulling this down, got a center fold down armrest. You can set a laptop right here if you so desire, but you're like, hey, where are my cup holders? You find them right here. Push and cup holders pop out. 2 cup holders, so you can put 2 different cups. Let's try it. Got 1 cup right there, and let's put my water bottle right here, and as you guys can see, they both fit, so that's very, very convenient. Closing that and taking a look, you guys can put skis in here. All you got to do is fold this open and send your skis through from the trunk. So that's just something that you can do. But let's fold that armrest up and take a look out the panoramic moonroof. You got a great view out of the pano roof from these rear seats, and I've got plenty of leg room, plenty of headroom. I'm 5'9", so I'm not the tallest person in the world, but I do have plenty of knee room, plenty of leg room, and plenty of headroom as well. But we've talked about the exterior of this vehicle, we've talked about the performance of this vehicle, and now we've talked about what's going on here in the interior of this XC60 R-Design. So I'm sure you guys are wondering what this thing is like to drive, so I'll see you guys in the driver's seat. All right, guys, and now on to the driving portion of the review. So this thing drives as good as it looks. It's actually pretty dang peppy. I know 295 horsepower doesn't seem like much in today's world with, you know, Hellcats and GT500s, and I said the exact same thing on the last video I did of the S90 B6. So they're the exact same powertrain. They got the 48 volt hybrid system, 295 horsepower, 310 pound-feet of torque. So the exact same pretty much. I know their weight's just a little bit different. This one's like 0.2 seconds slower to 0 to 60 than the S90 B6 is. However, this is the R-Design, and the S90 I did was not an R-Design. So the R-Design is basically just like a look package. If you guys want the sportier and more horsepower, then you're gonna get the T8 R-Design. So you get like 400 and some horsepower. I haven't driven one of those yet. I would like to drive one of those sometime soon. But for today, we are in the B6 XC60. So this thing just, you know, rides just pretty much exactly the same as the S90. So the auto stop start system is very, you can't really even feel it. Let's say that. When it engages and stuff like that, because you do have that 13 horsepower starter generator system, which basically is the electric just basically pushing you as the auto stop start gets kind of up and going. So I'm going to try it right here. So you can't really even feel it. Like in some cars, like it takes a second for it to start up, and then it's kind of like a jolty get up and go. That's not the case for the XC60 B6. One thing that I haven't mentioned yet, and I did mention the Harman Kardon sound system, that it did have the Harman Kardon sound system, but I didn't mention if it was good or not, and it is a very good sound system in my personal opinion. I think the sound is very, very good. And, you know, if you guys have been in a car with a Harman Kardon sound system before, they're very, very good. However, it is not as bassy as the Harman Kardon sound systems in like the Chrysler products. Those things just seem to have like a ton of bass. That is not the case for this. This thing does not have a ton of bass. It's just kind of like a nice tone. But yeah, good sound system. The way that this thing drives, it drives effortlessly. Steering is a nice weight. It's not too light, but it's definitely on the lighter side of things. Definitely a big fan of those aluminum pedals with the rubber grips. I think they look super, super sporty. So big fan of those. This suspension is definitely different than the suspension that was in the S90 that I just did a video of. This one rides just a little bit firmer. It's still a fantastic ride. Like, it's not too firm. It's actually like a good amount of firmness, but also a good amount of floatiness. So it's kind of just like right in the middle, and it's just a very, very good ride. But I'm just pointing it out that it definitely is a little bit firmer, just a little bit firmer than the S90 I just did a video with. But this thing just looks super, super good, not only on the exterior, but also on the interior with these sport seats. These sport seats are very, very comfortable, but they also look very, very good. So they've got the nice, you know, happy medium of look as well as comfort. So big fan of these seats. Very, very comfortable. They are both power adjustable for the front. And, you know, like I said, the MSRP of this particular XC60 is $61,170, which I think is a very good price for what you get. You know, you get a nice sound system, you get a nice looking vehicle, you get a good amount of power for the money, and it's just a very simplistic, somewhat of an interior, simplistic yet very elegant, classy. One thing that I wish this vehicle did have, in the front at least, are the ventilated seats. It does not have a heated steering wheel either. If you guys want the heated steering wheel and the heated rear seats, as well as the high pressure headlight washer, then you are going to have to opt for the climate package. However, if you guys don't live in a cold climate, you can skip the climate package altogether. But yeah, definitely a fan of the way that this thing drives. Definitely a big fan of the way that this thing looks. This thing looks super, super sporty, yet it's got a super, super sleek look to it as well. Handling, very, very good. I haven't pushed this thing like crazy around a back road. However, I think the sun's probably gonna maybe ruin this shot because it's basically going directly into the camera. So I apologize for that. But like I said, handling, very, very good. I haven't pushed this thing on like the twisties of a back road, so I couldn't tell you how it does there. But you know, just in everyday driving, handles very, very nicely. One thing that I'm gonna do before we do a 0 to 60 is I'm just gonna drive the vehicle and kind of just give you guys a POV of what it's like to drive the XC60. So I'm gonna be quiet here for a minute and let you guys experience it. Nicely insulated from the outside world for sure. Kid looking over here. No racing, they didn't want to race. Alright guys, before we close out today's video, I am going to give you guys a 0 to 60, so let's skip to that right now. Alright guys, we've made it here to Mexico, so let's do a 0 to 60. 3, 2, 1, hammer. All right, so that's actually pretty quick. Like I said, it's a 6.6 second 0 to 60, which is plenty if you guys are going to be using this as a daily driver. If you guys want something that's super sporty, you're going to want to get the T8 R-Design. But that's it for today's video, guys. If you guys did enjoy the video, please give this video a big thumbs up. Please hit that subscribe button. Like I said, I'm really gunning for 50,000 subscribers, and I cannot do that without your guys' help. So all those thumbs ups, all those comments look good in the YouTube algorithm, which help promote my channel and promote videos to more and more people. So like I said, please leave a comment, please give this video a big thumbs up, and please hit that subscribe button. I'm really trying to hit 50,000 subscribers. But that's it for today, and with all that said, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.